Hallo Leute, willkommen zu einer weiteren Folge von Genshin Impact. Letztes Mal haben wir mit der Wriothesley Quest angefangen und haben so einen seltsamen Stein entdeckt, haben auch ein bisschen so eine Gesellschaft kennengelernt, nämlich die Barettgesellschaft, aber auch nur vom Namen her und von einem Mitglied. Und jetzt schauen wir uns die genauer an. Ich bin mal sehr gespannt. So. Die Barettgesellschaft, die halt ihr Merkmal hat mit diesen Baretten. Oder Mützen, wie
We
auch.
are honored by your visit, Your Grace. All of us at the Society have been waiting for your arrival.
Ja, dann hallo.
Are these your two guests?
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Let me introduce you to them. Traveler, this is Jeemak,
Ah, no,
the
no,
head of
okay.
the Beret Society. This is their gathering place.
Okay.
Members can find all sorts of drinks and snacks here, as well as a large variety of books and other resources.
Okay.
Every once in a while, the Society will also host activities and seminars, which are always well attended.
Huh, okay.
You flatter me, Your Grace. All we did was set up an organization in the same way as you would in the world above. It's so easy to feel lonely and helpless when you arrive here for the first time. I remember that feeling all too well.
Okay.
No, but that's when
sorry.
the thought came to me. If we could help everyone turn over a new leaf, they would no longer have to lead such gloomy existences.
Also von Verbesserung des Erlebnisses hier unten. Okay.
Thus, it was with your help that I founded the Beret Society.
Okay.
Oh, so you were also involved with this, Wriothesley?
Indirekt oder direkt, das ist jetzt die Frage.
My part in this was minimal. All I did was follow procedure and rubber
Okay,
stamp the
direkt
application.
also.
I'm sure you have a very good sense of what this place is about by now. As you know, not everyone takes their sentence seriously. For some, this is just another place where they can eat, breathe, and sleep.
Ja, I
But the
guess.
Society is a great place for those who wish to turn things around.
Ja, das
Exactly right.
scheint so.
Here, we keep an eye on each other and remind each other of our goals. Everyone can focus on rehabilitating our mental states and even make many new friends.
Ja.
Our operations are entirely funded by members' donated goods and credit coupons. Same for the things you can see here.
Who knew you could find such a place in the Fortress of Mirapede?
Ja.
Oh, right, and what's the deal with the hats?
Ja, das fragst du auch.
There's
Warum
nothing deep
Barrett?
about it. I just felt like we needed some kind of visible identifier.
Da scheint zu
If our
funktionieren.
members felt joy and pride from being a part of this group, then the hats would become a point of pride for them as well.
Okay.
And when we're together, we will feel a sense of community from seeing everyone's hats.
Okay.
Optimism, community, hard work, and a desire for a new life. I hope this hat will show everyone everything we have been working towards.
In
Okay.
other words, that hat has come to represent something like a model citizen,
Ja, gut.
which
Ja,
also
ja.
helps them recruit new members.
Once again, you are exactly right, Your Grace. That's a part of our goal as well. Let's take a little old seat over here. There's no need for us to stand.
Okay.
I'll ask the members to get us some drinks. Please wait here just one moment. Feel free to look around too if you want to learn more about us.
Das Treffen war schon von Anfang an geplant?
Oh, right. What happened to your slow day, Wriothesley?
Ja, stimmt was nicht.
Seems like I shouldn't underestimate an adventurer's keen sense of observation. I'll bear that in mind the next time I need to do something low-key. Kidding,
Erwischt.
of course. We're just discussing some small matters. It shouldn't take long.
Es hätte sich nicht als Kleinigkeit behalten, es wird etwas Größeres werden, denn wir
We've
wissen es
also
doch.
already gone over the organization's vision. Instead of listening to me try to explain some more, maybe it'd be better if you took a look around for yourself.
Okay.
Why does Paimon feel like he didn't answer the question at all?
Na dann.
Well, we're already here, aren't we?
Ja. Dann schauen wir uns mal um.
Yeah, they're supposed to be like the model prisoners, right? So
Oh, verdammt. Oh, noch gehst so früh. So, ja, ich habe schon fast gedacht, dass wir wieder 3 Leute ansprechen müssen. Das ist irgendwie
Welcome to
typisch.
our gathering place. Is there anything you'd like me to explain to you?
Wir kommen schon Erhöhung.
Oh, it's okay. We're just taking a look around.
Kriegen so ein bisschen wie ein Verkäufer in einem Laden.
Well, that's not a bad comparison. It is my job to explain our amenities and benefits to our latest members.
Okay.
I'm sure Mr. Dugier has already explained some of it, but allow me to fill you in some more.
Okay, ich
Besides the
höre.
space, which our members use to rest and relax, we also have an entertainment room, a fitness room, and a self-study room.
Okay.
These
Relativ
rooms are
viel.
open to all of our members. We want everyone to be able to use their free time to the fullest.
Ja.
Wow, that's pretty cool. Do you have a restaurant too? If you did, you also wouldn't have to eat at the big cafeteria anymore.
Ich glaube, so weit sind sie noch nicht. Ich glaube, sie müssen immer auf der Kantine sich verlassen.
Unfortunately, we don't. For matters like that, we still have to rely on His
Voilà.
grace. We started a collaboration with the cafeteria a while back, though, so they'll let us borrow their kitchen to do some simple research into recipes and cooking.
Okay, das ist aber wenigstens gut. Ihr habt ja wirklich an alles gedacht.
Yeah, Paimon can definitely see how it'd be easier to live your life if you had all this support.
Ich glaube doch immer, dass einer von den... Also entweder ist die ganze Gesellschaft doch in Wirklichkeit korrupt und alles so und nicht wirklich gut und macht irgendwas Verdächtiges in dem Schatten. Oder da sind ein oder zwei faule Eier dabei.
Yep, and that's exactly why Mr. Duget founded the society. We all think we made the correct choice to join him.
Mal scheinen oder so. Ich habe jetzt noch nicht wirklich eine große Beschwerde über diese Gesellschaft gehört. Aber wer weiß, vielleicht ändert sich noch mit den zwei älteren Personen.
Hey, you there, newbie!
Entschuldigt. Jo.
Hello? Are you talking to Paimon?
Yep, I'm talking to you. Now, why don't you follow my lead and take a deep breath before letting everything out like this?
Okay.
Ha!
Ah. Was machst du da?
That's how I pump myself up every day. A lot of my friends have found it super useful too.
Okay.
With one shout, you can release all the fatigue, resentment, and unpleasantness from your lungs and return to the day with all the optimism
Also
in
ich
the
bin müde
world.
dann. Ah!
Why don't you also give it a try, huh? I promise that it'll work.
Paimon's gonna pass.
Feeling shy? That's alright. As long as you remember this trick, it'll come in handy one day.
Vielleicht brauchen wir ihn ja später.
Just remember to take a deep breath and let it all out if you find yourself at your wit's end.
Okay, hold on. Wir haben jetzt nicht wirklich etwas über Barett rausgefunden oder über die Gesellschaft, aber okay. So, Bulmir?
Hey, what are you doing over here?
Oh, hello. You are guests of the Duke, are you not? I'm organizing the bookshelves. Want to take a look?
I guess.
We've got some classics, as well as a few books that the members published themselves.
Schreibt selbst Bücher? Ja, weil sie nicht anders wirklich an Bücher kommen, dann.
Yeah.
Oh.
Most of them are writing diaries or autobiographies on their time in the organization.
Okay.
Some quit drinking. Some learned to tailor. Some became real good at calligraphy. And even I've learned to use a camera.
Okay, es klingt wirklich alles ziemlich gut mit dieser Gesellschaft. Ein bisschen zu
We
gut
find it
irgendwie auch
kind of
schon.
funny. You see, had we managed to stay above ground, none of us would have ever had the time to learn any of those skills.
It's because you all have a lot more free time now.
Ja, oh ja, ganz viel mehr Zeit.
Not only
Freizeit.
that, but we've also now got the mental space to think about taking on new things. Before we came here, we were constantly exhausted just trying to live.
Ja, okay.
With how the Duke and Mr. Dugier have organized our lives down here, though, all we need to do is think about the things that we want to do.
Ja, okay.
You never know what you may be good at until you give it a try. And while you're here, no matter what you do, you won't get judged for it. After all, there's no need to conform to societal expectations when you're already in jail.
Yep.
So this is something like a safe space.
Eigentlich schon, ja, wirklich eine kleine Zuflucht einfach.
That's exactly right. After all, not everyone is good at fighting or have the physical strength to do hard labor. The society is exactly what some of us need. And that's it. I just finished organizing this shelf as well, so feel free to check it out if you want.
Also wenn,
Just remember to put the books back after you're done.
also wenn diese Ansammlung von Büchern obendrauf als geordnet soll andeuten, dann glaube ich nicht, dass du fertig bist.
Don't worry, we will.
Okay.
Alright, we've
So.
talked to everybody. It sure sounds like they're all pretty happy.
Der scheint wirklich keinen Unglücklichen zu geben. Also sie scheint wirklich sehr
Everyone
glücklich.
actually only had good things to say about this place.
Yep.
Huh. It looks like they're starting to wrap up their conversation as well. Let's go over to them.
Okay.
Of course, Your Grace. I will attend to those matters right away.
Zu was kümmern?
Okay, then I don't have anything else to add. Oh, you're back. What did you think about this place?
Ja, ganz angenehm eigentlich.
Note that your opinion will also affect my review of Dugier and the society as a whole.
Oh.
Wait, I didn't know they were also a part of the evaluation process. It's all right with me, though. I'm pretty confident about our growth and activities.
Ja, ich hätte zuversichtlich sein, das war.
Paimon thinks it's pretty good.
Ja, eigentlich schon.
Don't think anyone expected you to get a society going here of all places.
Ich denke, hier ist alles ganz oberflächlich.
Yeah, you're right. By themselves, our resources probably don't feel like much.
The prisoners here all have very different personalities and psychological needs.
Ja.
Our needs are like violent beasts. If we can't face them properly, they'll grow restless and enraged, causing pain and conflict. But if we can placate them, they lose their fangs, and they can even be converted into fuel for far nobler pursuits.
Ja.
Which is why, in my opinion, learning to reconcile with oneself is the first step on the path to redemption.
You've hit the nail on the head, Your Grace. Before I founded the society, I had met too many people who could not come to terms with themselves.
Okay.
And I'm sure that a part of your support is rooted in your desire to help those people find their way.
And Paimon thought everyone was enjoying life just fine, working and fighting.
Ein Teil wahrscheinlich, aber nicht die ganzen Personen. Und wer weiß, was für, sag mal, Fraktionen, Gruppen, Gesellschaften alles es gibt und Unterschiede zwischen den verschiedensten Arbeitern bzw. Gefangenen hier.
Of course, that lifestyle is more than enough for some people in the fortress. For others, though, they would just be useless distractions.
Ja.
Speaking of fighting, I'm not sure if you knew this, but even His Grace sometimes fights in the ring.
Ach so.
What? You fight in the ring too? Wearing those high-tech boxing gloves of yours?
Ja, ich würde dir
Oh,
sagen.
I almost never need them.
Normalerweise stimmt. Was soll normalerweise hier bedeuten? Ah, ist der Typ vorhin. Ja. Ich glaube nicht, dass du von der Barettgesellschaft bist, oder?
Did you come here to relax too?
Nein.
What's wrong? Did you forget about us already?
Was hat er getan?
Are you feeling all right? You are looking a little pale.
No, I'm fine. Thank you for helping me get my hat back.
Mhm.
I'm sorry, but I've got to go.
He's
Okay.
still as weird as before. Paimon's kind of used to it by now, though.
Okay.
Dugier, do you know what's up with him?
Ja, was ist da los?
I'm also not too sure about that. As far as I recall, he's always been a little strange, but I'll check up on him later.
Okay.
After all, it's my responsibility as the leader to make sure that no one falls through the cracks.
Okay. We'll leave him to you then. Where were we before we got sidetracked?
Über den harten Boxhandschuhe.
Oh, right, about that. You might have thought that I was joking, but in a place like that, everyone will use everything in their power to win.
Und du eben halt deine Handschuhe.
And when emotions run high, things often spiral out of control. That would be when I need to pull out my gloves to maintain order. Sometimes you might need more than just gloves as well. This pair of handcuffs has also come in handy quite a number of times.
Okay.
Oops.
Das ist der Stein.
Oh, isn't that awful gem? You're still carrying it with you?
Yeah, I kept it on me because of its special qualities. It won't affect me as long as I don't let it come into contact with my skin.
Okay.
Go on, you guys. Pick up the item for His Grace, would you?
Oh.
Yes, right away.
Uh-oh.
That gem shines with quite the dazzling light. I hope it hasn't been damaged. Your Grace, please let me know if there's something wrong with it now.
Ich glaube, es ist alles okay. Also, abgesehen davon, dass es uns schlechte Erinnerungen vorbringt.
Say, Dugier, have you ever seen a gem like this?
Never, Your Grace. Don't think I've ever been rich enough to afford this kind of a thing.
Okay.
I guess that's fair. We've already gone over most of the things that I wanted to talk about, so let's wrap up for the day. The Traveler also has some other plans, after all.
Got it, Your Grace. Take care, everyone. I'll take you to the exit.
Okay, danke.
Traveler,
Yeah.
Avonn, it was an honor. I'm sure everyone would love it if you were to visit again. And that goes for you as well, Your Grace. We wish you all the best in your endeavors.
Danke.
And same to you.
Paimon doesn't think we made any plans for the rest of the day. Why did you lie to him?
Wahrscheinlich, weil jetzt dem Typen nachgeht, dass er sich sehr verdächtig verhalten hat.
Well, what's your opinion of the society now that you've taken a look around their headquarters?
Ein bisschen zu perfekt, I guess.
Paimon thinks it's pretty chill. Weren't you complimenting them the entire time as well? Paimon doesn't remember exactly what you said, but wasn't it something along the lines of encouraging people to embrace their new lives with optimism? There's only one potential problem. If the society does too good a job managing and rehabilitating its members, you may be soon out of a job.
That is certainly a possibility. But at this point in time, they're still reducing my workload by managing and rehabilitating prisoners in my stead.
Okay, das ist wirklich
I
praktisch.
wanted to see just how much they've managed to accomplish, and also get a sense of Dugier's plans for the future.
Okay.
I arranged for a meeting out of curiosity, but then I noticed some faint hints of dissonance.
Und die wären?
Dissonance?
Ja, au, voll gegen das Mikrofon.
I'm sure the Traveler has sensed it too.
Irgendwie schwer ein Wort ins Wasser. Und diesem Wort stimmt etwas nicht. Nein, es ist
As
irgendwie zu
expected,
perfekt.
you also picked up on it. The whole truth is a bit complicated, so I'll explain everything to you later. I can tell you right now, though, that this was an unexpected turn of events.
Okay.
I had hoped to take care of it in secret, but now a confrontation may no longer be avoidable. It's hard to predict what might happen next.
Okay.
You've completely lost Paimon.
Ja, was ist hier los?
Why don't you take this opportunity to check back on the gathering place? Just tell them you left something if my hypothesis is correct.
Oops.
Dugier should already have left.
Okay.
And with his watchful eye removed, you may well get a very different reception from the members.
Okay.
Can't you just tell us exactly what to expect?
I'm just following the most popular playbook in Fontaine. Investigate, obtain evidence, and then use the truth to render judgment.
Okay.
It's been so long since I got to watch a performance at Opera Epiclese that I've even begun to miss it.
Ach, ich würde dir vorerst vertrauen.
I'll explain everything to you later, but right now we need to seize this opportunity.
Okay.
Find out what you can from them now while they're all in one place. We might not get another chance like this anytime soon.
Okay. Machen wir. Aber gleich, wir wechseln zu einem etwas mehr warnen und aufmerksamen Chartex, weil ich bin so müde und ist ja ein besseres Commentary Go.
It's just as Wriothesley said. Seems like Dugier is no longer here.
Nö, scheint nicht so zu sein.
You said you felt there was something off about this place, right? So let's see if we can feel something out.
Okay.
Paimon will do her best to help.
Detective Paimon. Versuchen wir erstmal mit ihnen zu reden. Bitte, dass Paimon die Brille drauf haben.
Wait, you guys are...
Ja.
We're really sorry. We just realized that we lost something, and we figured we might have left it here by accident. We'll be on
Yep.
our way as soon as we find it.
Ja.
Oh, okay.
Hat jemand zufällig eine Glasflasche gesehen? Warum verhalten sie sich so suspekt?
Nobody?
Drin ist Gewürzpulver.
It's okay. There's no need to be nervous. It's not like we lost a whole bag of more or anything.
Ja, nur warum seid ihr so
Look for
verdächtig?
yourselves if none of you caught a glimpse of it. We're not going to tell Wriothesley anything, don't worry.
I'll go find Mr. Dugier.
Okay.
No need. We're just looking for something. Why does he have to know?
Ja, warum? Echt, sieht so aus, als hätten sie alle Angst vor etwas. Ja, sie haben irgendwie
We can look around for
Befürchtung von
it,
irgendwas. Ja. Und der schon neu mit den Mitgliedern der Barettgesellschaft. Wie seltsam, ey. Warum sind die jetzt auf einmal so komplett andere Personen, wenn der Bus nicht da
Are
ist?
you still organizing the bookshelves?
Yeah, and... I'm sorry. But you can't check out the books right now.
Okay.
We weren't thinking about that to begin with, but weren't you super friendly just a moment ago?
Ja.
Sorry.
Was zum Teufel läuft?
Hey, hello? Anyone home?
Hello? How can I help you?
Kannst du etwas mehr über eure Gesellschaft erzählen?
The Beret Society offers a variety of resources and benefits to its members, and, I mean, you've already heard my spiel. I don't know anything beyond what I've already told you.
You don't know anything?
Sorry, that's not what I meant. It's just... There's nothing more I can tell you.
Sicher. Nicht vielleicht, wie ihr vielleicht irgendwie unter Druck gesetzt wird für irgendwas? Weiß der Teufel was aktuell, aber...
Hey, big guy?
Hey, big guy.
What do you want?
Information?
Isn't this how you greeted us earlier? Take a deep breath and let it all out.
Oh, yeah, that's right. You sure are a fast learner.
Warum bist du plötzlich nicht mehr so energisch wie früher?
I ate something earlier, so I'm falling into a bit of a food coma, and, I mean, not everyone can be super upbeat all the time, right? You're looking for something, you said? I didn't see it, but, it should be somewhere nearby.
Ja, ich glaube auch.
Okay, Paimon sees what you meant now. Seems like they really don't want to talk to us, so let's just head back.
Ja, ab zu Wriothesley. Da stimmt was gewaltig nicht.
Oh, you're back. How were things at their headquarters?
It was as if they had all turned into completely different people.
Sie sind alle sehr verängstigt, oder was?
That would prove my suspicions.
Und das wäre?
The dissonance I mentioned earlier was precisely that fleeting moment of fear behind the cheerful facade.
Genau wie der Typ, der sich in der Kiste versteckte.
Right. He was acting super scared too when we saw him at the gathering place.
Ja.
Actually, hasn't he just been acting super paranoid since we first met?
Ja, ein bisschen.
And that's precisely why I took his hat.
Oh, so the one who started it all was...
Du natürlich.
You all along!
It's because I wanted to figure out what's really going on. I don't believe any of Dugier's talk about unstable mental states.
Wie lange hast du das schon untersucht? Weil es scheint ja schon etwas länger auf der Spur zu sein.
Not too long.
Ah, okay.
Dugier made very elaborate preparations for my visit. But I don't know. It almost feels like the performance was too elaborate.
Okay.
Okay, but if you think something's wrong, why don't you just take the whole society into custody?
Weil ein Beweis braucht?
Aren't you the Duke? You can do whatever you want in this place.
Well, maybe you're actually a better fit for the position than I am. Just give me the word and I'll hand you the cuffs. In all seriousness, however, cuffs and the like should be used sparingly. They're mostly for show. Everything I do is on display. The way people see me act determines the kind of world I can create down here.
Ja, das ist wahr.
And I've always striven to appear fair and reasonable to the people.
Yep.
That sounds a bit deep. Paimon's not sure she got all of it.
Seine Taten und Werte werden von Leuten hier nachgeahmt.
Yeah, you've hit the nail on the head. I have to lead by example if I want to maintain expectations of justice and order.
Yep.
And that's why even though Dugier had already let a few things slip, I didn't want to turn on him without irrefutable evidence.
Ja, wir brauchen wirklich eindeutige Beweise und dann können wir ihn, ja, erwischen oder I guess eben halt darstellen. Also,
So you're saying
bloßstellen
Dugier
sozusagen.
has figured out some way to control the members of his society.
Vielleicht mit einer dieser Steinen, die wir letztes Mal gesehen haben, diese so schlechte Erinnerung hochbringen, vielleicht das?
And even though the members are acting all optimistic and motivated, it's all just a show.
Was ist sein Motiv? Das fragt mich auch.
Indeed. He certainly seems to be using some coercive methods to turn his members into the most upbeat and motivated group of people you've ever seen.
Ja.
I have some faith, though, that some of the members understood the hint I gave during our visit.
Hast du Andeutung gemacht? Ich bin zu dumm,
The
gerade
line
mich
has
zu
been
erinnern.
set, and it's quite likely that a fish will bite.
Okay.
Fish? Bite?
Let's give them some time. My guards will need it to finish their investigation, too.
Okay.
You can find me in my office when the time comes.
Okay, das heißt, wir müssen jetzt die Zeit vorspülen. Vorspülen.
Hey, don't just leave before you've explained everything to Paimon.
Ich glaube, das war gerade auch besser, dass wir so das abgeschnitten haben. Das ging ja noch besser. Also nächsten Tag, 18 Uhr so. Okay. Aber ja, das läuft. Fun Fact für diese Folge. Aus irgendeinem Grund hat Filmora einfach meine Facecam nicht mehr erkannt. Ich weiß nicht warum. Ich habe einen kurzen PC von neu gestartet und es hat geklappt. Weiß der Teufel, was da los war. Aber jetzt klappt's. Also ist alles gut. Obwohl vielleicht hat schneller und dann ist sie doch nicht da. Nee, warte, ist da der eigentlich? Nee. Jupp. Ich bin gespannt. Wriothesley. Elementarreaktion. Wertereaktion ist verdammt. Wird der Schatten. Okay, daneben nicht. So, hallo.
Oh, here you are. Did you manage to land a lucky pull on the welfare meals tonight?
Nö.
Let's just get straight to the point. Has anything else happened with the society?
Patience, Paimon. Even as the situation continues to brew, we still need to make sense of what we learned so far and go over any sticking points.
Und was hast du rausgefunden?
I'm actually still thinking about the first thing that came to my mind when I noticed something amiss.
Und
Why didn't anyone come to me about it?
Oh, that's a good point. Could whatever they're afraid of be so powerful that even you won't be able to do anything about it?
könnte sein.
But even if such a thing existed, how could they be so sure without checking with me first? It'd be one thing if it was just one or two people, but it seems like everyone's convinced that I won't be able to help.
Ja.
Which leads me to believe that it's more likely that they think I just wouldn't care to help them.
Sie glauben, du seist Dugiers Komplize?
Yes, something like that. Dugier must have told them something to make them think I won't take their side.
Huh. Das könnte gut möglich sein.
So it became imperative for me to refute that and prove my true stance. Of course, I had originally planned to do this in a more covert way, but I had to improvise when you identified the guy who'd lost his hat with everyone present.
Ja.
There was no way to keep our investigation a secret after that.
That makes sense. Wait, then does that mean it was all Paimon's fault?
Wenn du es so sagst.
The last thing that guy wanted was for Dugier to find out that he'd lost it. He would have never brought the matter up on his own. But now, not only has Dugier found out that he'd lost his hat, he's also realized that we were the ones who found it.
Ja.
That likely set his internal alarms off all at once.
Ihre Barette müssen irgendetwas verbergen.
Yes, that's the conclusion I came to as well. It's the only thing that could explain the fear.
Könnte es sein, dass vielleicht alle dieser schlechten Erinnerungssteine vielleicht unter der Mütze irgendwie ist oder irgendwie so etwas? I don't know, vielleicht weit hergeholt, aber es könnte wirklich sein.
If we didn't act right then and there, Dugier would probably come up with some other way to hide the truth and we'd be back to square one. So after giving the matter some thought, I tossed that black gem onto the ground.
Oh, und?
I must say, I was pretty satisfied with the results.
So you did that on purpose?
Yes, that's right. Of course, that box was discovered as part of our investigation of the society from the very beginning. I had no way to know if any of the members had actually seen the gem before, but since I had to do something, I decided to gamble.
Das ist also deine Andeutung. Okay, jetzt macht's Klick.
Right. And I said back there that I had no idea what the gem represented. That should have been enough to let people know that it's still early days for my investigation. And since I was traveling with you, heroes who have never turned a blind eye to evil and injustice, they would also understand that we're here to help, rather than to tolerate or uphold the status quo.
You
Okay.
used us as a part of your plan too!
Deshalb wolltest du, dass wir mitkommen.
My apologies. There was no time, quite a lot to explain, so I figured it might be easier to just let you see a few things for yourselves.
Okay.
But I can assure you that I've now told you everything there is to know. Of course, you're under no obligation, but I would really appreciate it if you could continue to lend me your support and help me figure out the true secret behind the society.
Kein Problem,
Would you
können
be
wir machen.
willing to lend me your support?
Jo.
But Paimon's still mad at you!
Klar, wir können bei der Planung helfen.
You have my thanks. Now, there are still two outstanding matters in our investigation. The first is the secret of the hats.
Ja, da fragst du dich auch.
I've examined one before. There was nothing suspicious about the item itself.
Okay.
The other is the true purpose of the black gem. We haven't been able to get anything out of anyone with actual knowledge of it.
Auch wenn es jemand weiß, dann verstehst du sie.
It's my hope that a brave fish will take my bait. and venture outside of their dark and murky pool.
Okay.
I'll put some music on while we wait.
Okay. Copyright. Thumbnail kann wirklich sogar das Thumbnail sein, ich weiß nicht. Ich habe schon so einen potenziellen Titel gerade, den ich mir mal aufschreibe. Lalalala. Das müsste Folge 247 sein. Nachdem er bei dem Wriothelys Büro wartet. Oh, da ist jemand.
Excuse me, Your Grace, but may I come in? I'm afraid that someone's been following me.
Okay.
Please, do.
Ja, kommen Sie rein.
I apologize for my lack of composure.
Titel aufgeschrieben.
These two are the guests that came with you to our gathering place, correct?
Kennst du uns?
Yes, my lover Fassade told me all about you. Please, help us, Your Grace. He's in great danger right now.
Slow down, take a deep breath, and start from the top. What happened at the society?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I will try. I think I should start from when you saw Fassade last.
Okay.
You mean when we saw him at the gathering place?
Yes, he fled immediately, but many members are hot on his heels.
Okay.
Thankfully, he still managed to meet up with me and explain everything that had happened.
Und das wäre?
Now that he's lost Dugier's trust, what awaits him is agonizing censure.
Okay, zu Recht war okay.
Censure?
Censure is Dugier's method of establishing control, as well as the thing we all fear the most. Rather than
Okay.
listening to me explain what it is, Your Grace, please, just let me show it to you.
Jetzt bin ich
Every
gespannt.
secret may be found within...
Here you are. I was wondering where you had run off to in such a hurry.
Oh.
Please excuse us, Your Grace. It was never our intention to disturb you like this. You see, Avisa's mental state has been rather unstable ever since she arrived at the fortress.
Ja, und du bist wahrscheinlich genug ausgebildet, um das zu wissen.
She rambles often, has hallucinations. It may be best to dismiss her babbling as random gibberish.
I don't recall hearing a knock or giving permission for you to come in.
Und das so.
Oh, my apologies. I merely did not wish for Your Grace to be alarmed. Had I not been so focused on recovering her, I would have followed all the rules of etiquette to the letter. So
Was für ein
please, forgive
Lügner,
my
ey.
discourtesy.
Like we'd believe you.
Ich hab schon viele Menschen wie dich gesehen.
Please, there's no need to be upset. It's only natural to want to side with the poor sick girl, but I know His Grace to be a reasonable man.
Ja, wenn du den Herzog kennst, dann weißt du, dass er nicht gerade dumm ist.
Well then, what if the reasonable man wants to hear the lunatic out?
Oh,
That would be perfectly fine with me. Oh, and just so you know, we've also found the missing Mr. Fassade. I had no idea why he was so upset about losing his hat, really. Thankfully, he has already returned to his senses. We've brought him back to our place, so there's no need to worry.
Ob das auf einmal leere Worte sind?
I'm sorry, Your Grace. I don't have anything more to say.
This is what you're afraid of, correct? You can tell me everything. I'll do all I can for you.
I've never seen that thing in my life.
Etwas mutiger, Elvis. Wir sind da für dich.
Your Grace, I don't think there's anything else.
Boah,
you would
Alter,
like
ich
to
hoffe,
say.
der kriegt einen in die Schnauze, der
Pressuring
nervt
her
mich
will not
langsam.
get you anywhere.
Oder halt auf einer fetten Kamera
It's all right,
wenigstens.
Avise. As long as you tell me what it is that you're terrified of. No matter what it is, it will no longer be able to hurt you.
Your Grace,
Oh, verdammt.
forget it. I'll keep my mouth shut. I've already said everything I could say about the matter.
I'm sorry, Your Grace, but I really don't have anything more to say. Please, don't press me further.
But why?
In that case, Avonn and I will be off. Once again, please accept my apologies for disturbing your peaceful evening, Your Grace.
Miss Avonn, please show me your head. That is an order.
Jetzt bin ich gespannt.
There's nothing there.
Your Grace, I know you have long tired of my words, but please believe me when I say you've merely let your worries get to your head. The society has never caused trouble for you or any of the guards at the fortress.
Ja, weil du
All
es
of our time
versteckst.
working hard and trying to lead better lives. Why are you doing everything in your power to prove our guilt? What's wrong with the current state of affairs?
Weißt du, sie mit Angst
I'll
beeinflusst.
do anything for you, as long as you give me the word. Why are you so intent on getting rid of someone who's been unfalteringly loyal?
Voll.
Your words bore me. You know the consequences if I find you to be lying.
Das ist eine Bedrohung.
Everything that I do for the fortress of Meripede. But your grace is welcome to visit us anytime to confirm the true intent of our activities.
Oh, das wird ja noch schön.
All right, Avonn. Let's head back.
Traveler schaut auch richtig böse rein.
Just what's up with that guy? He makes Paimon really, really mad. We should have shown him his place.
Sooner or later, all will pay the price for their arrogance. Oh, he must have been well prepared for this exact scenario, or he wouldn't have dared to be so openly hostile. All the more reason for us to be patient.
Yep.
The entire society are his hostages.
Yep,
His
das
subordinates
war...
would definitely react if he were taken into custody. And that's why he dared to bare his fangs right in front of me.
Das größte Problem im Moment ist...
The true secret of the society is neither on the hat nor on the members' heads. Dugier probably knew this from the very beginning, which is why he didn't panic.
Ja.
However, if we were to look at the rules, it would also seem like the head has to be the place where they're keeping all of their secrets.
Ja, es hat irgendwas damit zu tun.
Yeah, none of this makes sense to Paimon either. What are they trying to hide?
Da bin ich auch sehr gespannt. Oh no. Okay.
The hats are definitely being used to hide a secret. But there's nothing wrong with the hats themselves.
Nein.
But if
Okay.
there's nothing on her head, why did Avonn feel the need to remove her hat?
Gute Frage.
From the way Dugier acted, he must have known from the beginning that we wouldn't be able to find any evidence.
Ich würde sagen, Assoziierung hiermit. Hinterlassene Haarspange. Oh, okay.
I have an idea, but...
Ja, ich auch.
Huh? What is it? Tell Paimon about it.
Erwiesen haben mir Barett ab, nicht um ihren Kopf zu zeigen, sondern um ihre Haarspange zu entfernen.
You mean this thing?
Oh,
So,
das habe ich schon nicht bemerkt.
she handed a key piece of evidence over to us without Dugier noticing.
Huh.
That would mean that Avonn didn't stay silent out of fear. She stayed silent because she'd already given us what we needed.
Nice. Gut gemacht, Avis.
Let me take a look.
Jetzt bin ich gespannt. Weißi bastelt eine Weile an der Haarspange herum.
I managed to remove this from the hair clip. It's long, slender, and conical. It's hollow on the inside, and looks something like a cross between a nail and a thorn.
Okay. Oh. Das sieht gar nicht gut aus. Was ist das?
Paimon's lost again.
Let's see. What if we do this?
Hey, what are you doing? Wait. Some kind of dark liquid is leaking out of the gem.
Okay.
And some of it has been absorbed by this thorny-looking thing.
Im Inneren ist hier viel seine Art Flüssigkeit.
You've probably heard before that water is filled with the strongest emotions of humanity.
Ja.
With that in mind, this liquid is probably a highly concentrated solution of fear.
Huh.
Oh, so that's why even touching it will make you remember unpleasant things.
Also mit dieser Flüssigkeit und diesem Dorn.
Dugier would be able to censure others. I can only imagine how it would feel to have this directly injected into your brain.
Ja, das wäre definitiv nicht gut.
The moment it hits you would be like being flooded with all the terrors you've ever experienced in your life.
Ja, würde alle Situationen zu der schlimmsten ever machen, wo man am meisten Angst hat einfach.
Agony, desolation, and an overwhelming sense of despair. No wonder they're all so terrified of it.
Ja.
So, was the hat meant to cover up their wounds?
Oh.
That might not even be all. Let's go get them right away.
Okay.
We can't let Dugier escape with all of the evidence.
Definitiv nicht. Okay. Aber das in der nächsten Folge. Gerechte Strafe, oh ja, das wird definitiv die letzte Folge sein. Diese war jetzt ein bisschen länger mit dem ersten Teil, wo ich am anderen Tag aufgenommen habe. Jetzt auch diesen hier, da sind wir bei, glaube ich, 40 Minuten oder so. Deswegen etwas länger und nächstes Mal wird es wahrscheinlich auch so eine 40 Minuten oder so, ich weiß nicht. Diesmal auf jeden Fall. Also, nächstes Mal haben wir definitiv das Ende der Quest, das ist sicher. Aber ja, dann danke fürs Zuschauen. Ich hoffe, es hat euch gefallen. Wir sehen uns dann beim nächsten Mal, wo wir hier dem Dugier eins in die Fresse geben und die Fresse polieren und einfach seine gerechte Strafe geben. Oh, ich hoffe, wir bekommen einen in die Fresse. Ich hoffe es einfach, weil der nervt mich irgendwie. Aber ja, danke fürs Zuschauen. Das war nächstes Mal. Tschüss.